Hello YouTube, today I will be teaching you how you can do the sentimental analysis by analyzing the tweets. So what this script will do is you will enter a keyword or hashtag, like for example we will enter Bitcoin and we will enter how many tweets we want to analyze. So it will analyze 200 tweets and it will tell us the result, that how many people are positive and how many people are negative and how many people are feeling neutral about Bitcoin. So let's see the result. So as you can see, the majority of the people are neutral and 44% people are positive and 7% people are negative. So I'll drop the link for a detailed text-based tutorial in the description. Make sure to check it out. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all we will install the modules which we will need. For this we will use pip. For that, open your command prompt and type pip install and the module's name. If you have multiple versions of Python installed, you need to specify for which version you need to install the module. Okay, so if you have only Python 3 installed, then you will only type pip install TextBlob, Tweepy and matplotlib. Okay, so this should install the modules. Once your modules have been installed, what you need to do is log in from your Twitter account and go to apps.twitter.com. So here we will create a new app. For that, go to click on create new app and give a name to your application. Let's say Twitter analysis. Okay, and description, this is a dope app, whatever you want to type, and give it paste your website URL here, and after that click on the agreement and click on create your data application. So this URL has not okay, this name has been taken already, so let me think of, I don't know, why not. Okay, so create new Twitter application. This should the client application failed validation, not a valid URL format. So I need to type a URL here. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. Maybe I need to type HTTP also. I don't know, maybe. So click on. Okay, so yes, I need HTTP :/ there. So once your application has been created, what you need to do is, well, you don't need to do anything. We will need the this not authorized user URL. We will need the consumer key and some more keys which are here. Okay, so click on the keys and access token. Here we have the consumer key, consumer secret, and we also have, you need to click on create my access token. This will create your access token and access key. Okay, here is my access token and access token secret, and here is my consumer key and consumer key secret, right? So once you have done that, you need to create a new Python file. Okay, so here is the Python file I just created. We will start by importing the dependencies. So the first one is from TextBlob, import TextBlob, and we need to import sys Tweepy, and we need to import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Okay, so these are the dependencies which we will use. Now first of all, we will create a function which will calculate the percentage, right? So we will need this function in the future, so let's just create it now. this will accept 2 arguments, and it will return us the percentage, and the formula was 100 by a float part slash float, and what is that, float. Okay, so once you have done that, what you need to do is we will establish the connection with our API, Twitter API, which we just created. So for that we will need some variables. Let's just create them. The first one will be the consumer key, the second one will be consumer secret, okay, and third one will be access token, and fourth will be access token secret. And yes, these are the 4 things we will need. So let's just copy them from Chrome. Let me open this. So the consumer key here is this. Copy it and paste it in the script. Consumer secret, copy it and paste it here in the script, right? So we don't need extra spaces here. Let me remove them. Okay, so this is the consumer secret. Now what we need is access token. Copy the access token here and paste it here, access token. Okay, and the last thing is the last thing is the access token secret. Copy it and paste it here. Okay, so these are the 4 things we will need. So now we are ready to establish the connection with the API. For that we will write auth equals to tweepy dot o auth handler, and this will take the consumer key and consumer secret. Okay, consumer key equals to consumer key and consumer secret equals to consumer secret. So these are the 2 parameters. Now what you need to do is auth dot set access token, and this will take your access token and access token secret, right? And access token secret. So now we have we only need to create a variable for object basically for our API. So that will be tweepy.api, and this will take auth as the argument, right? So we have successfully established a connection with our API. So now we can search for the terms, and we can give the input about how many tweets we need to analyze. So for that I will create 2 variables, which will be search term, which will be input enter keyword slash hashtag to search about. Okay, and the second one will be the number of search terms, that is integer, and we need to take the input and enter how many tweets to analyze. Okay, so far so good. Now what we need to do is we need to get these numbers of tweets about this hashtag. Okay, so for that what we will do is tweets equals to tweepy dot cursor, and this will take API dot search. Okay, and the q equals to the search term, which we will take as input here, and yes, that's pretty much it. Well, one thing you can do is specify the language also. Okay, language also I'll take tweets in English language only, and yes, well, you can specify multiple arguments here, like the range of the date for that tweet, or there are many stuff. I'll drop a link in the description so you can read the documentation for other arguments, right? So and here we will type dot items and give the number of tweets, number of search terms in the argument. So now tweets contain the all the tweets which related to the keyword which we entered. So now what we can do is we can use a for loop or any while loop to iterate through the tweets and analyze them. So I want to show let me show you guys quickly how the TextBlob works. So TextBlob works in the following way. Let me just open the Python IDE here. So let me import TextBlob from TextBlob. Import TextBlob. Okay. So let me show you how this works. So basically the TextBlob will give you the sentiment polarity in the range of -1 to 1 for any string or sentence. -1 means the sentence is extremely negative, right? And 0 means the sentence is neutral, and +1 means the sentence is extremely positive. So let me demonstrate it. Okay, let's create a variable and create an object. In this string, let me pass I am the worst programmer ever. So as you can see, this is a negative sentence, right? It is an extremely negative sentence because of the word worst. So let's check the polarity of this sentence. For that, type a dot sentiment dot polarity, and as you can see, the polarity is -1. Okay, so let me just change the worst to best. Okay, and now if we check the polarity has been changed to +1, which means that sentence is positive. Okay, and let me also demonstrate for a neutral sentence. I guess this will be a neutral sentence. Okay, so yes, I am a programmer. This is a neutral sentence, so the polarity is 0, right? So this is the way in which our code will work. So what I want you guys to do is, let me open the code. This is the code, right? So first of all, let me create 3 variables which will store the polarity, so we can calculate the average of positive, negative, and neutral neutral tweets. So positive is 0, negative equals to 0, and neutral equals to 0. Let me create another one, polarity equals 0. This will be the average result of all the tweets we search for, right? So now what you need to do is, for tweet and tweets, okay, what we will do is we will create a variable analysis equals to TextBlob and tweet.text. So if you just want to print out the text, you can use tweet.text to print the text of the tweet. So well, let me show you the text also. Okay, so well, let's just analyze some tweets at this moment. Okay, let's run this code. Enter the hash keyword to search about, let's say, I don't know, Bitcoin, and let's analyze 10 tweets. So okay, this is giving me an error. And I haven't copied them right. There is no extra space there. Okay, there is extra space there in consumer secret. This is the error, right? So let me run the code again. This is why it was giving an error. Let me run it again. let's search about Bitcoin and let's analyze 5 tweets for now. And it is giving me an error again because here I have, oh my god, so many extra spaces. So this should now run fine probably because I have removed all the extra white spaces. So let's just search about Bitcoin 6 tweets. Please run without any error. Line 29. God. Okay, so the problem was this, that I passed the consumer key twice, but here instead of consumer key I need to pass consumer key secret. Consumer secret, okay, which is this. One was consumer key and another was consumer secret. So I passed the consumer key in both parameters. So this was the error. So now let's test out our code. Let's see if this code prints the tweets. So let's run the code. So let's see if this can print 5 tweets related to Bitcoins. Okay. So as you can see, it had printed 5 tweets related to Bitcoins. So let me just minimize it, and I'll comment out this line. Okay. So as you can see, the code gets the tweets and print it. So we will pass the text of the tweets in the TextBlob parameter. So now let's analyze it. So first thing we will do is, remember the polarity is for the average sentiment of all the tweets. So first of all, what we will do is polarity plus equals to analysis dot sentiment dot polarity. Okay, so this will add the polarities of all the tweets in this variable. So now let's add the positive, negative and neutral polarities. So for this, what we need to do is for analysis dot sentiment dot polarity, if this is 0, then what we should do is we should add 1 in neutral. Okay, so now let me copy this and paste it here, elif, and here also elif. Now if it is negative, then negative, and if it is positive, then positive of polarity positive. And one thing what you need to do is 0.00. Okay, so once you are done with this, what we need to do is we will calculate the percentage first. So percentage, remember we have already created this function earlier, and this will take number of search terms. And let me do the same for positive, for negative, for neutral. Okay, and let me copy this, paste it here, copy this, paste it here. Now the percentage will contain around 7-8 decimal places. So I only need up to 2 decimal places. So let me format the code up to 2 decimal places. For that I will do positive equals to format, and what we need to format is positive, and we need to format it up to 2 decimal places. And we will do the same for neutral and negative, neutral and negative. Let me copy this again and paste it here, copy this again and paste it here. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to print out the results. We are done, we are almost done here. So let me just copy and paste the answers here, the strings we need to print out. This will save some time. So after analyzing this number of tweets, and our hashtag for the analysis was this. We find out the results to be this, and polarity contains the overall and overall or average results. So this will print the average result if it was neutral, negative, and positive. The next thing we need to do is print the pie chart. For that, what we will do is we will create the labels, and the labels will be positive, and here I will type the percentage of the people who think it was positive. So what we will do here is string positive, okay, and we will do the same for negative and neutral. Let me copy that, which will save some time. Okay, let me copy it here. So this will do the same for negative and neutral. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to define the sizes, which are positive, second one is neutral, third is negative, okay, and we need to define the colors, which are yellow, green, gold, and red. Okay, so now next thing we need to do is patches text equals to plot.py and sizes colors equal to colors, and start angle equals to 90. Plot.legend will be patches, labels, and location will be best. Okay, now we need to give this plot a title. So let me copy the title. Okay, this will be the title, and in the end what we need to do is we need to plot.axis, which is equal, okay, and plot.type layout, and now plot.show. Okay, now let's run this code. So let's analyze Bitcoin, how people are reacting to Bitcoin by analyzing 100 tweets. Give it a moment. This will take a bit time because it is fetching all these tweets and everything. So as you can see, these are the results. Overall the people are positive. So no, overall the people are feeling neutral, and 63% people are thinking it is neutral, 27% are thinking it is positive, and 10% of people are thinking it is negative. But it gave me the overall result here positive. I might have done something wrong in these conditions. Polarity is 0. Okay, I didn't type this. Okay, and well, I didn't count the percentage for the polarity as well. Okay, let me count it for the polarity as well. This is the reason why we got the wrong answer here, but the graph was plotted correctly. So now let's run this again, and this time, well, let's search about prompt and let's analyze 200 tweets. It will take some time. Let it run. Okay, so as you can see, 26% people are thinking negative about this, 22% people are positive, and 51% people are neutral. Okay, so this is how you can create a sentimental analysis script which will analyze Twitter tweets. Okay, if you like this video, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any queries or problem, you can drop a comment. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my